How does he sign his name to the contract? The guy.
Who?
How does he sign his name?
That's how he signs it.
Who?
Yes.
All I'm trying to find out is what's the guy's name on first base?
No, what is on second base?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
One base at a time.
Well, don't change the players.
I'm not changing nobody.
Take it easy, buddy.
I'm only asking you, who's the guy on first base?
That's right.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, what's the guy's name on first base?
Now, what is on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
Oh, he's on third. We're not talking about him. Now, let's forget it.
Now, how did I get on third base?
Why, you mentioned his name.
If I mentioned the third baseman's name, who did I say is playing third?
No, who's playing first?
What's on first?
What's on second?
I don't know.
He's on third.
There I go, back on third again. Will you stay on third base and don't go off it?
All right, nobody will know.
Now, who's playing third base?
Why do you insist on putting who on third base?
What am I putting on third?
What is on second?
You don't want who on second?
Who is on first?
I don't know. Third base! Look, you got outfield?
Sure.
The left fielder's name.
Why?
I just thought I'd ask.
Well, I just thought I'd tell you.
Then tell me who's playing left field.
Who is playing first?
I'm not. Stay out of the infield. I want to know what's the guy's name in left field.
No, what is on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know. Third base. And the left fielder's name?
Why?
Because.
Oh, he's center field.
Look. You got a pitcher on the team.
Sure.
The pitcher's name.
Tomorrow?
You don't want to tell me today?
I'm telling you,
Then
man.
go ahead.
Tomorrow.
What time?
What time what?
What time tomorrow you're going to tell me who's pitching?
Now listen, who is not pitching?
I'll break your arm, you say, who's on first? I want to know what's the pitcher's name.
What's on second?
I don't know.
Third base.
Now the catcher?
Certainly.
The catcher's name.
Today.
And tomorrow's pitcher.
Now you've got it.
All we got is a couple of days on the team. You know, I'm a catcher, too.
So they tell me.
I get behind the plate, do some fancy catching. Tomorrow's pitching on my team, and a heavy hitter gets up.
Yes.
Now, the heavy hitter bunts the ball. When he bunts the ball, me being a good catcher, I'm going to throw the guy out of first base, so I pick up the ball and throw it to who?
Now, that's the first thing you've said right.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Well, that's all you have to do.
Is to throw the ball at first base.
Yes.
Now, who's got it?
Naturally.
Look, if I throw the ball at first base, somebody's got to get it. Now, who has it?
Naturally.
Who?
Naturally.
Naturally?
Naturally.
So I pick up the ball and I throw it to Naturally.
No, you don't. You throw the ball in a hole.
Naturally.
That's different.
That's what I said.
You're not saying
I
that.
throw the ball to
You
Naturally.
throw it to who?
Naturally.
That's it.
That's what I said.
Listen, you asked me.
I throw the ball to who?
Naturally.
Now you asked me.
You throw the ball to who?
Naturally.
That's it.
Same as you.
Don't change it around.
Same as you. I throw the ball to who? Whoever it is drops the ball and the guy runs a second.
Yes.
Who picks up the ball and throws it to what? What throws it to I don't know. I don't know. Throws it back to tomorrow. Triple play.
Yes.
Another guy gets up and it's a long fly ball to because. Why? I don't know. He's on third and I don't give a darn.
What?
I said I don't give a darn.
Oh, that's our shortstop.
I'm in here.
It's a fact. Recent studies have confirmed that people recover from a stroke or surgery better outside of a hospital setting. That's why so many people choose Legacy Healthcare for their physical rehabilitation. Legacy Healthcare is the premier choice for hip, knee, and joint rehabilitation and replacement therapy, as well as stroke recovery. We personalize our care to meet your needs, and since Legacy is a family-owned healthcare group and not an impersonal hospital setting, the recovery progress is quicker. Our personalized attention to you makes the difference. You always have a choice for your rehabilitation, and that's the law. So don't let a large hospital turn you into just a number in the system. After surgery, stroke, or acute care stay, come where you are treated like a real person. Get better faster with Legacy Healthcare Recovery Programs. Call 818-3253. That's 818-3253. Legacy, caring for Western New York for over 45 years.
Are you tired of companies telling you what technology you need? Isn't the conversation supposed to be about you and your business needs? We think so. At Interjex, we enable companies to become high-performance organizations by applying a business-first, technology-second approach to everything we do. No wonder many of the most successful companies in upstate New York rely on Interjex. Call Interjex today at 716-829-1000 or visit interjex.com. That's INERGEX.com. Isn't it about time someone put your business first?
If you're sick of wearing glasses and contacts, find out more about the LASIK eye procedure from the Fichte and Eye Associates at Amherst. LASIK is now more affordable than ever. Plus, the Fichte and Eye Associates offer 12 months to pay interest-free. Call 1-800-309-2020 and reserve your seats for our next open house. And you can see for yourself why LASIK is right for you.
Fichte and Eye Associates, focused on you.
When it comes to buying or selling your home, Century 21 of Western New York has a game plan for your success. Our Century 21 professionals pledge to make your real estate transaction a winning experience. Century 21 is also giving you the chance to participate in our local home run contest with the Buffalo Bisons at the Friday, June 23rd game. The lucky winner will receive 2 tickets to the Century 21 Home Run Derby in Pittsburgh on July 10th. Log on to www.century21ofwny.com and register to win today. It's a grand slam. Each office is independently owned and operated.
Every night around dinner time, you encounter the same problem. Where can I take the family to dinner? Well, there's fine dining.
Excuse me, sir. We do not allow children in here.
Or not so fine dining.
Would you like to ginormousize that?
Why not try Swiss Chalet? We've got slow-cooked rotisserie chicken, fresh-cut fries, and a delicious choice of freshly prepared sides. Bring in the family tonight for a warm welcome and a great meal.
Swiss Chalet.
Welcome back to Dunn Tire Park in downtown Buffalo, where the Bisons and Ottawa Lynx are between games of a doubleheader. And usually that means the grounds crew puts the field in shape and not a whole lot else goes on. The teams get ready. But today, the latest mascot for the Bisons is being debuted. Coming down the left field line toward the third base dugout in a bright yellow Hummer is Belle, the ballpark diva. A singing sensation from Hollywood comes to Buffalo, greeted by a throng of youngsters ready to see her down by home plate there, and they've rolled out the red carpet. I don't know, Duke. If I'm Buster, Buster's got to be thinking, hey, I've had this ballpark all to myself for years. You know, Chip's been around, but...
And I heard she'll have nothing to do with Buster.
And that is the rumor.
I
we'll
heard
see.
she's brushing off advances that Buster has made.
Yeah, we'll see. Let's send it downstairs to Brendan Kelly.
The ballpark diva!
And it mysteriously looks like a female version of Buster Bison. No wonder Buster is...
I don't know, Rosie. You got kind of a short skirt on Belle there. I don't know. Look at the boots. You got the go-go boots, the short skirt, the blonde, whatever you want to call that. And, wow, Rosie.
Well, she was born in Buffalo, moved to Hollywood, became a singing sensation. And Duke, the press, her advanced billing says she's known for her fashion sense.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can see she has the matching Bison purse there to go with the hunter green like Bison colored skirt. Oh my goodness, Rosie. What is up with this?
Well, apparently they signed a contract this morning that will give her mucho airtime here at Dunn Tire Park. Making her debut here between games. And we understand she's going to sing one of her hit singles here before Game 2 starts. Matt Lasota, the director of Game Day Entertainment and Operations here at the ballpark, says, we quote, "We are extremely excited about bringing one of Hollywood's premier performers here to Buffalo. Belle has real star power and will bring an extra level of excitement and entertainment to the ballpark." And she's well into her first number here at Dunn Tire Park. We'll take a break, come back with more, including Game 2 of today's doubleheader, after this on the Buffalo Bisons Radio Network.
Just like the Buffalo Bisons, Hamburg Overhead Door is proud to be a Western New York tradition. It's not every day that you have to think of buying a new garage door, but when you do, think of the garage door experts at Hamburg Overhead Door. With over 40 years of serving Western New York, Hamburg Overhead Door should be your only choice for garage door sales and service. Call Hamburg Overhead Door today for a free estimate on a wide selection of garage door colors and styles. Their fleet of big red trucks will come right to your home with fast professional garage door door service. Imagine what life would be like without a garage door opener. Hamburg Overhead Door proudly sells LiftMaster professional garage door openers made by Chamberlain. These are state-of-the-art openers that provide customers with the latest innovations in safety, quality, and security. Right now, buy a new LiftMaster garage door opener. Receive a free keyless entry pad. Call 649-3600 or online at hamburgdoor.com.
What if you celebrated getting things done in your office the way you celebrate on the field?
Barry, our project just got funded. High five. Headbutt. Barry, are you okay?
Perhaps some celebrations are best left on the field. But when you hear this, you'll know things are getting done. To learn more about how Nextel can help you get more done, call 888-98-NEXTEL or visit getnextelnow.com. Nextel.
Proud sponsor and fan of the Buffalo Bisons, Nextel.
A Kelsey's Conversation.
Ready to order, hon?
If I get the chicken penne, will you get the grilled salmon so we can split it?
But I want the steak.
No, come on.
Why do we always have to share?
Because then you get to try two things.
Well, what if I just want what I want?
Honey, you gave that all up when we got married.
Good food, good company, good conversation. Put it together at Kelsey's Orchard Park today. Kelsey's, your table's ready.
Are you tired of companies telling you what technology you need? Isn't the conversation supposed to be about you and your business needs? We think so. At Interjex, we enable companies to become high-performance organizations by applying a business-first, technology-second approach to everything we do. No wonder many of the most successful companies in upstate New York rely on Interjex. Call Interjex today at 716-829-1000 or visit interjex.com. That's INERGEX.com. Isn't it about time someone put your business first?
Take me seriously. You only live once. I'm unique, like everyone else. Real, trendy, bookish, hot. Not gonna take no for an answer.
Whatever you want your hair to say about you, let Fantastic Sam's help you say it. With color, texture, highlights, waves, a simple cut, or a whole new look.
One step ahead of you. Come hither. I'm not that kind of girl.
How far do you want to go? Fantastic Sam's.
If great hair doesn't run in the family, it will. Stop by Fantastic Sam's today to keep your family looking their best.
Welcome back to Dunn Tire Park between games activities in our doubleheader today. And the new mascot for the Buffalo Bisons, Belle, the ballpark diva, just finishing up her opening number. And throughout the season, she'll be performing various songs here at the ballpark. Already Buster Bison was in the front row and got no response whatsoever. Poor Buster. I mean, you know, it's obvious.
I believe he was scorned, Rosie.
Yes, it's obvious that Buster is liking Belle here, and
she'll have nothing to do with him.
It's not going the other way.
It's not reciprocated.
We'll see. It's a long summer. He has plenty of time to.
And he's a smooth guy.
Yeah.
He's very swavy.
I don't understand. But as we say, it's a long summer. We'll see if things improve in that relationship. But new mascot here at the ballpark. First time in, 19 years that there's a new mascot here. Belle, the ballpark diva. Heading off to, undoubtedly, other concert venues here. And the kids behind home plate head back to the seats. And we'll be ready for baseball soon here once again. Bison's winning the opener by a score of 6-4, getting back on the winning track, snapping a 3-game losing skid, and Buffalo improves to 1 game under the 500 mark now, coming into our second game with Ottawa falling back to below the 500 mark at 14-15. Time now to take a look at the starting lineups for Game 2. They're brought to you by Perry's Ice Cream. Life is a bowl of Perry's. First for the visiting Ottawa Lynx, their manager is Dave Tremblay. He has Essex Sneed leading things off in center field. Ed Rogers, the shortstop, will bat second with Howie Clark, the designated hitter, batting third. Alejandro Frade, the first baseman, will hit cleanup. Fernando Tatis at third base bats fifth. Eddie Garabito, the second baseman, will hit sixth. Keith Reed in right field bats seventh. Brandon Marsters does the catching. He'll hit eighth. And Josh McCurdy is batting ninth, playing left field. On the mound, veteran right-hander Brian Bowles. Now for the Buffalo Bisons, their skipper, Torey Lovello. Leading things off in left field, Franklin Gutierrez. Ben Francisco will play center field and bat second, with Lou Merloni at third base hitting third. Ryan Garco, the first baseman, bats cleanup. Jason Cooper in right field will hit fifth. Jake Gautreau's back in the lineup. He'll be the designated hitter and bat sixth. Batting seventh, playing shortstop, Jose Flores. Einar Diaz does the catching. He'll hit eighth. And Ivan Ochoa, the second baseman, bats ninth. On the mound, Yang Nam Choi, the right-hander. Choi comes in with a mark of 0-1. His earned run average, 4.70. That's after 10 relief outings. More on Choi as we go, as the Bisons have yet to take the field, so we have a little time to update you on the out-of-town scoreboard with a lot of the action in the major leagues moving right along. American League, bottom of the seventh. Boston leads Baltimore at Fenway by a score of 10-3. Jason Varitek has hit his second home run in that game for the Red Sox. The White Sox just scored a run in the bottom of the eighth inning to grab a 3-2 lead at home against the Royals. Now they try and close it out with Bobby Jenks on the mound in the top half of the ninth inning.
Bucket.
Tony Graffinino with his second home run of the year for Kansas City, but it hasn't been quite enough. The Yankees lead Texas 8-4 in the bottom half of the seventh inning. Hideki Matsui has hit his fifth home run for New York. There's a final now in Minnesota where the Twins have defeated the Tigers 4-2. Johan Santana has squared his record at 3-3. Home run for Detroit from Maglio Ordonez, his second in 2 days. Number 9 on the season, but Minnesota wins it 4-2 at home. Tampa Bay and Oakland are underway, no score. Bottom of the third inning in Oakland. Top of the third in Seattle, no score between Cleveland and Seattle with CC Sabathia on the mound for the Tribe. And earlier today up at Skydome, or the Rogers Center as it is now, the Blue Jays defeated the Angels 3-1 as Casey Janssen earned his first Major League victory. Troy Glaus hit his 10th home run for the Jays. In the National League, some finals. The Braves hammer the Mets 13-3 at Shea Stadium as John Smoltz squared his record at 2-2. Home run help from Brian Jordan, his second, and Jeff Francoeur, his sixth. Carlos Beltran hit his third home run in 3 days. He now has 8 on the season for New York. St. Louis defeated Florida down in Miami. 9-1 was the final score. Josh Hancock with his first win for St. Louis. It was Washington over Pittsburgh, 5-4, the final score in our nation's capital. Games in progress in the National League. Middle of the sixth inning. Colorado leads Houston 4-1. Jason Lane with his 7th home run for Houston. Todd Helton with his 2nd for Colorado. Middle of the second in San Diego. The Padres lead the Cubs 2-1. Top of the second in LA, the Dodgers lead Milwaukee 1-0. Later on, Cincinnati's at Arizona, and tonight, the Phillies, winners of 7 in a row, will host the Giants, who have lost 3 straight. Morris against Lieber, the pitching matchup in Philadelphia. Here the Bisons take the field here at Dunn Tire Park as we get ready for Game 2 of today's doubleheader. Yang Nam Choi, the 35-year-old from Korea, takes the mound, making his 11th appearance but first start. 15 in the third innings. He's allowed 19 hits, 7 walks, and 19 strikeouts for Choi. And Dookie was mainly a starter during his pro career in Korea, so it's nothing foreign to him, but this year he hasn't thrown much in terms of consecutive innings, so it'll be interesting to see how much they can get from him here in Game 2.
Al Rosie, you're exactly right here. Choi is one of those guys, he's not overpowering, but, you can see that this guy has been around. He knows how to pitch. He backs guys off the plate, then goes back away with breaking balls, and he sets up his pitches well. He's very crafty out there on the mound, and he might have to change his philosophy a little bit and trying to conserve some pitches here, not try and set guys up quite as much. If he can keep that pitch count down to give the Bisons a few extra innings, although they should be pretty good in the bullpen. I believe Slocum would be ready to go today, and Howard did throw in Game 1, but he might be able to give you an inning at the end of this game too. They should be all right in the bullpen as long as he can get a few innings out of Yang Nam Choi today.
So as he concludes his warm-up tosses, the Bisons defensively have Garco at first, Ochoa at second, Flores at shortstop, Merloni at third. And in the outfield, Gutierrez is in left with Francisco in center. And Cooper around and right for the Bisons with Einar Diaz doing the catching. Getting set to lead things off for Ottawa, Essex Sneed, their center fielder, the speedy switch hitter who will step in from the left side. Buffalo's done great work on him in this series. He's only 1 for 9. So we're set to go in game 2. Choi's into the wind. Here's his pitch. And it's a strike on the outside corner. We are underway once again. 63 degrees as we start game 2 with clear skies in downtown Buffalo. A light breeze blowing toward left. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball on the outside corner. Strike 2 call.
This is a guy right here that should never go into a slump. He could bunt 200 in this league. I mean, he is just that fast, and you saw a great bunt by him in the last inning of the nightcap to get the tying run into the batter's box.
Next pitch to him is a breaking ball inside. The count's now 1-2.
Well, that just missed as he went away, and then he came in, and he had Sneed leaning out across the plate, and he came inside on him. Just couldn't pull the trigger, but fortunately for Sneed, the pitch was downstairs apparently.
Here comes the 1-2 delivery. That misses outside. 2-2.
Tried to catch the outside corner with a backdoor breaking ball. Just missed again.
Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced toward the middle. Moving over is Flores. Fields behind the bag. Throws to first. In time. Head first slide by Sneed to try and get there quickly and at least create a cloud of dust. He did that, but Garco, with a nice stretch, records the out at first base.
And Dallas Williams trying to get to the first base umpire a little bit here, but you know that's a very tough call for the first base umpire when you dive into the base like that. It's a high fastball he gets on top of. Nice play by Flores to do a 360, fire it to first. And boy, I'll tell you what, we've seen a lot of guys throughout the years get hurt on a play like that, diving into first base like that and hurting their shoulders, Rosie.
Here's Ed Rogers, and he takes a strike on the outside corner, showing bunt. You lose valuable time when you dive like that. If you just run straight through the bag, you get there quicker. But once you go airborne, you start to slow down, and that may have cost Sneed there. I think the idea is to create confusion down there. There's another bunt attempt by Rogers, and the count's now 0-2.
Well, Merloni's playing well behind the bag at third base. He feels that if he can get that bunt down, he's going to beat it out. But, you know, Choi's an excellent fielder. He bounces off that mound very well. He's still going to have to make a real good bunt to beat it out, even though Merloni's playing deep, because Choi fields his position very, very effectively.
So 0-2 on Rogers. In the opener, he was 1 for 4. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, and that's looped out towards shallow center. On comes Francisco, and he makes the running catch. Nice play by Ben Francisco in center here for the nightcap.
Well, the Bison's realigning their defense a little bit out here in game 2. Flip-flopping Francisco from left field to center field. Cooper flip-flops from left to right, and Gutierrez goes from center to left. Trying to add to the versatility of all those players.
Oh, up steps Howie Clark, the designated hitter. Choi delivers. Low and outside for ball 1. No score, top half of the first inning. We're underway once again at Dunn Tire Park. Bisons and Ottawa Lynx. Choi takes a long look in at Diaz for the sign. Now he's ready. Here's his 0-1. Or excuse me, his 1-0, and that misses outside. 2-0. Some of those shadows from the buildings next door pulling over the infield. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swung on, and that's lined towards center. On comes Francisco. He won't get this one. He has to play it on one hop. That's a base hit for Howie Clark. Our first in the game with 2 outs in the top half of the first inning.
It looked like Howie Clark just reached out and slapped that ball in the center field. Had a little one-handed swing at that ball and just kind of stroked it out there into shallow center. A line drive. It falls in front of Francisco. Had no chance to make the catch.
So the cleanup hitter, Alejandro Frade, steps in. Frade, a right-handed batter, hitting .232. No home runs, 5 runs driven in. Was 1 for 3 in the opener, and here's the pitch to him. It swung on and popped up on the infield. The first baseman, Garco, is there, and he makes the catch to retire the side. No runs. There was a base hit and a man left stranded after a half inning of play. Ottawa nothing. The Bisons coming up on the Bisons Radio Network.
We're the farmers, we're the soldiers, we're the workers on the dock. We're the doctors, we're the coaches, the guys who work around the clock. We are from the biggest city, we are from the smallest town, and we all come together on this common ground. This is Budweiser, Budweiser. This is Budweiser. This is beer. Oh yeah. This is Budweiser. This is clean. Budweiser. The king is here. Budweiser. This is beer.
Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hi, this is Andrew Brown with the Buffalo Bisons. There's great news for smokers who want to quit but are having trouble doing it on their own. The New York State Smokers Quit Line is offering a free 2-week supply of nicotine patches to smokers who want to quit. The patch works by easing the stress of nicotine withdrawal and doubles the smoker's chances of quitting. Just call 1-866-NY-QUITS. See if you're eligible to receive a free 2-week supply of nicotine patches. That's 1-866-NY-QUITS. That's 1-866-697-8487.
Bottom half of the first inning. 29-year-old right-hander Brian Bowles takes the mound for Ottawa this afternoon in Game 2. Makes his home in Manhattan Beach, California. Thus far, in 7 appearances, 4 starts, Bowles is 1-2 with an ERA of 4.79. 20 2/3 innings. He's allowed 26 base hits with 8 walks and 11 strikeouts. He'll go to work on Franklin Gutierrez, the Bison's left fielder. Gutierrez was 1 for 2 in the opener. Also scored twice, drove home a couple of runs, walked twice. Now hitting .278 with 2 home runs and 10 runs driven in. Bisons have only played 1 doubleheader this season. They split 2 games in Richmond on the season's first weekend. Here's the pitch to Gutierrez. It's low and inside for ball 1. But they are in line, at least position-wise, for a doubleheader sweep. They have the chance here today. Here's the 1-0 from Bowles. Fastball in there for a strike. Count evens at 1-1 on the right-handed hitting Franklin Gutierrez. I mentioned last inning the shadow's pulling over, and right now home plate's in a shadow. The pitcher's mound is just about a quarter in a shadow. The rest of it's sunshine. Not easy conditions. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, lined up the middle, and on through a base hit into center field. So Gutierrez is aboard with a leadoff single.
Good start for the Bisons as Gutierrez hit that ball back through the box that time. It almost hit the side of the mound and kicked back toward the shortstop. It did hit the upslope there and slow down. Fortunately for Gutierrez and the Bisons, the ball gets through into center field, and let's see if they can take advantage. Getting that leadoff man aboard here in the first.
Ben Francisco steps in. Francisco was 1 for 3 in the opener with an RBI single. He also scored a run. Now hitting .276. Francisco with 5 home runs, 14 runs driven in. Here's the pitch from Bowles. It's outside for ball 1. Actually been at .265 on the year. Gutierrez off the bag over at first base. Threat to steal for the Bisons. Here comes the 2-1. And Francisco drives it to dead center field. Hit well, going back, Snead. Now he stops, and he makes the catch. About 10 feet shy of the warning track, going halfway and retreating as Gutierrez. 1 away in the home half of the first.
Lessick Snead likes to play that shallow center field. But he's got that great speed and hit the ball over his head. and have him not catch it, you almost have to hit it out of the ballpark because he can go back and get him with the best of them.
So here's Lou Merloni playing third base here in Game 2 after starting at second in Game 1. Went 0 for 3 in the opener. Merloni, a right-handed hitter. Throw to first, back safely is Gutierrez. Merloni comes into play hitting .314, 3 home runs, 11 runs driven in. Slightly open stance. Here's the pitch from Bowles, and it's swung on, chopped toward third. Off the glove of the third baseman, Tatis. This one trickles down the left field line. On his way to third is Gutierrez, and into second is Merloni. That will go as a double for Lou Merloni.
Yeah, that ball was a ground ball. It chopped out in front of home plate. It had that top spin on it. And in the second bounce, it had that one long hop, and in the second bounce, it really picked up speed. And Tatis could not backhand that ball. Ricochets off his glove out into shallow left. Bison looking to get on board early here in Game 2.
So here's Ryan Garco playing first base again for the Bisons. 0 for 2 in the opener, but again, he reached base twice, walked twice. His on-base percentage continues to stay very strong, although he has not had a base hit in his last 14 at-bats. Garco's average now at .258, couple of home runs, second in the league in runs driven in at 22. Here's the pitch, and it's swung on, grounded toward the middle, backhand stop by the second baseman, Garabito. He throws Garco out at first, but coming down the line to score is Gutierrez, and the Bisons grab the early lead.
Mentioned he had 0 for 14, Rosie, but it's not like he's not seeing the ball. He's seen the ball pretty well because he's drawing a lot of walks and he's staying off a lot of pitches that he shouldn't be swinging at. And right there with the infield back and the couple-minute board, just put the ball in play to the middle of the diamond, you pick up an RBI, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's Jason Cooper, Bison's right fielder. The pitch to him, swing and a miss for strike one. In the opener, Cooper was 0 for 3. Two hits in last night's series opener for Jason Cooper, who's now hitting .235, couple of home runs, 11 runs driven in. Here's the pitch to him. Swung on and fouled off at home plate. So the count's 0-2 on Jason Cooper. 2 down in the inning. Bisons with a run in here in the first. Lou Merloni down at third base. Now Bowles is ready to work. Here's his pitch. Low and inside, 1-2. Good stop by the catcher that time. Marsters able to bounce out behind the plate and smother it.
Ball almost got Cooper in the foot. Breaking ball down and in.
Bowles, the veteran right-hander. We've seen him in the past with Syracuse. Here's the 1-2. Chopped foul at home plate. Count remains 1-2 on Cooper. Bowles broke in the Blue Jays organization back in 1995. He was a 50th round draft choice and made it all the way to Toronto for the first time in 01. Saw some big league time in 01, 02, and 03. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, grounded, right side, on through, a base hit into right field. And now we'll score a run as Jason Cooper singles through the right side, driving in Merloni from third base to make it 2-0 Buffalo.
Yeah, maybe things evening up a little bit for the Bisons here, as that ball was not hit all that hard, but it was a ground ball that had eyes through the right side of the diamond. And Buffalo, after having a big 5-run inning in Game 1, you have a couple men in and still working at it here. And inning number 1 of Game 2, it would be nice to put some crooked numbers up on that scoreboard early, Rosie.
Here's Jake Gautreau, left-handed hitter. The pitch to him, outside for ball 1. Gautreau, the designated hitter. on the season, hitting .172, 4 home runs, 11 runs driven in. Here's the pitch. Swung on, poked foul over toward his own on-deck circle. Jose Flores will flip this one into the seats to a young lad. Look at that. He's made a friend for life.
All right.
1-1 the count. Cooper at first base. Here's the pitch to Gautreau. Fastball just outside, 2-1. Defensively for Ottawa, Fredes at first base. Garabito's at second. Rogers is at the shortstop. Tatis is around at third. Reed is in right. Snead is in center. McCurdy in left. The 2-1. Swung on, line foul. That's out of play off toward the third base side. Only change from game 1 is behind the plate, where Brandon Marster starts in place of Eli Whiteside. Nothing Buffalo, bottom of the first inning. Boston strike quickly here in game 2. The 2-2. Way inside, it gets past the catcher back to the screen, and Cooper will move up on a wild pitch.
Base hit right here. Long way into could be this doubleheader. Start out with a nice 3-run lead. Got 2 in, and so keep cashing right here.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Low and inside, he lost him. Gautreau draws the walk, and now it's runners at first and second for the Bisons. After the first walk allowed by Brian Bowles, and that will give us a chance to pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to the Buffalo Bisons Radio Network.
You're listening to Buffalo Bisons Baseball on the home of the Bisons, AM 1230 WECK, Cheektowaga, Buffalo.
Jim Rosenhaus, Duke McGuire back at Dunn Tire Park in downtown Buffalo, where the Bisons won the opener of this doubleheader 6-4. Now the nightcap, they're up 2-0 in the first inning. As Jose Flores steps in, and he takes a fastball up and in for ball 1. Bison shortstop. 0 for 2 in the opener, but he did draw a walk, and he scored a run. Here's the pitch to him on the outside corner for a strike. Flores is batting .231, no home runs, 7 runs driven in. Outfield plays him off to the opposite field, shallow. Big gap in left side. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, ground ball left side, backhand stop, and then dropped by Rogers, the shortstop. He got his glove on it, but then had no play as he dropped it. And by the time he picked it up, all hands are safe and the bases are loaded. It's going to go as an error on Rogers.
Yeah, Rogers might have had a hard time throwing Flores out first base, but the force was in order there, and if he comes up with that ball, they're going to get a force out at second base. But he went in the hole, did not come up with it cleanly. The innings extended for the Bisons, and Einar Diaz here. Good opportunity to break this one open early.
So Diaz steps in. Diaz did not play in the opener. Comes in at .219, couple of home runs, 10 runs driven in. It's a pitch from Bowles. That's on the inside corner, strike 1. You can mention they had that 5-run second inning in the opener. All the runs came after 2 were down. And now Diaz is in there with the bases full and 2 away. Here's the pitch. Inside, 1-1 the count. On the board already for the Bisons, trying to take advantage now of an error and a walk. Bowles sets. Here's his 1-1. Swung on, ground ball, third base side. Scooped up by Tatis, who tags Gautreau on the way by. The force play ends the inning, but the Bisons scored 2 runs. On 3 hits, there was a walk and an error, and they leave the bases loaded. After 1, it's 2-0 Buffalo on the Bisons Radio Network.
Montana's cookhouse reminds me of when times were simple. Family, friends, home-cooked meals. like Montana's ribs that just fall off the bone, and the spit-roasted chicken and the salmon, well, tastes like it just came out of the stream. All served up by some of the friendliest folks I know in a lodge like the one I used to visit as a kid. And right now, Montana's is dishing out all the ribs you can eat every Wednesday. Montana's Cookhouse. We make things simple.
Check out Terrapin Station in the heart of the Hurdle Avenue Business and Entertainment District. Terrapin Station offers a wide selection of incense, jewelry, candles, imports from around the world, and licensed Grateful Dead gear. Stop in to see our new spring clothing lines and Buffalo-themed gifts. Visit us at terrapinstationbuffalo.com or stop in and say hi.
You want to build a house. Where do you start? With a plan, right? Hi, I'm Lou Nucciarino with Axe Advisors in Williamsville. That's what Axe Advisors is all about. We work with you one-on-one to help you build a financial plan, a good foundation that year by year can get you closer to the things you really want to achieve. So start right with a blueprint for life. AXA, be life confident. Axe Advisors is proud to sponsor the Buffalo Bisons. For more information, call 626-2502. Axe Advisors, LLC, member SIPC.
We head to the top half of the second inning. Bison's in front by a score of 2-0. Our game today brought to you by Terrapin Station, Buffalo's most unique boutique and the home of licensed Grateful Dead gear. Located in the Hurdle Avenue Business and Entertainment District, visit terrapinstationbuffalo.com or stop in and say hi. Yang Nam Choi back to work on Fernando Tatis, the third baseman, right-handed hitter for Ottawa. Top of the second's underway, and Tatis takes a strike right down the middle. Counts 0-1. Yet another hitter shows bunt, pulls the bat back. All these hitters, I guess, trying to distract Choi. It seems like a different strategy from what they've been using. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball outside, 1-1.
Well, Merloni's playing third base too, Rosie, and he's been playing deep down there for, guys like Frede and Rogers and Tatis.
Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball just misses below the knees, and the count's now 2-1.
Tatis, big power hitter. I mean, you wouldn't expect him to be bunting. He does run pretty well, but I mean, you don't want to play this guy even with the bag. He's liable to hurt you. That's a pretty good breaking ball right there, as Choi wanted that call.
He's into the windup. Here's his 2-1. Another breaking ball. This one misses low and away. Certainly the pitch count a key for Choi. He threw 15 pitches coming into this inning. Probably about 45 to 50 is all they'll be able to work with him on. The right-hander's into the wind. Here's his 3-1. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike. 3-2 to Fernando Tatis, a veteran of several fine major league seasons. Now trying to make his way back. Here's the 3-2. It's swung on, grounded to the second baseman Ochoa. He fields it cleanly and flips on to first in time. One away in the top half of the second inning.
Good fastball there from Choi. Got it in him a little bit, and he had to fight it off to the right side of the diamond. Easy play over there for Ochoa to throw him out.
That brings up Eddie Garabito, the switch-hitting second baseman who stands in from the left side. 2-0 Buffalo as the Bisons play in the top half of the second inning. Garabito at the plate for Ottawa. Now Merloni is in on the grass at third. Here's the pitch, and it's a strike on the outside corner. Garabito in the opener went 1 for 3. Drove home a couple of runs with a late double, and he swings and misses. Another fastball from Choi that they listed at 88. Certainly speedy enough, and the way he sets it up, looks like lightning out there. He's into the wind. Here comes the 0-2. Swung on. That's grounded toward the shortstop. Corralled by Flores, who throws on to first just in time. Garabito has that good speed, and he ran hard, but Flores throws him out by a step.
And he just reached out and slapped at that ball and took off. Flores charged that ball hard because he knows Garabito can jackrabbit down the line, and he just barely got him over there at first base.
Well, with 2 down and the base is empty, Keith Reed will step in. Reed, the right fielder, right-handed hitter. Here comes Choi's pitch. Breaking ball on the inside corner, strike 1. Reed stepped away that time. It looked like he was pleased with the call. Here's the 0-1. Change up, down low, 1-1. Bisons have a 2-0 lead here in the second inning. Top half. Long look in here by Choi. Now he's ready, and here comes his 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball, pulled toward third. Short hop grab by Merloni, who fires across the diamond in time. Side retired in order. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Buffalo 2, Ottawa nothing on the Bison's Radio Network.
Tango Internet Phone Service from NetSync Internet Services. Pay less for your phone service. Pay one low monthly flat rate. Tango keeps you in touch and within your budget. Tango Internet Phone Service from NetSync Internet Services. Log on to www.iwanttango.com to learn more about Tango Internet Phone Service or call 1-866-58-TANGO and say, I want Tango now. Tango Internet Phone Service from NetSync Internet Services is currently available in Chautauqua, Cattaraugus, Erie, and Niagara counties. Certain restrictions apply.
For tobacco products and gas untaxed by the state. Get yourself to Heron's Landing and you'll celebrate. Heron's Landing, drive out to the red. Gas and tobacco products free of high taxes.
Heron's Landing, tobacco products, gas, and food on Route 20 in Irving, New York.
The Hyatt Regency Buffalo has something for everyone. Whether you're traveling for business or for pleasure, we're Buffalo's premier luxury hotel with oversized spacious rooms, suites, and high-speed internet access, located in the heart of the city within walking distance to shopping, dining, theater, and nightlife. The Hyatt Regency Buffalo offers over 21,000 square feet of flexible meeting space, including 2 ballrooms. We're also attached to the Buffalo Convention Center. We offer something for everyone. Call the Hyatt's sales and catering team at 716-855-4950 for assistance.
We head to the bottom half of the second inning here at Dunn Tire Park. The Bisons with a 2-0 lead in Game 2 of a doubleheader. Ivan Ochoa will lead things off for the Herd. Did not play in the opener. Ochoa in 5 games is 1 for 11 with no home runs or runs driven in. Switch hitter in from the left side. Here comes the pitch. And it's inside. It hit him right in the backside. And Ochoa is going to hobble on down to first base. Actually, looks like it caught him on the right hip as he's having a tough time getting down that line. Boy, that's a straight Charlie horse, it almost looks like.
That really, I think, you got that little bone there just below the hip and kind of like on the side of your cheek there. I think he got him right there. And he'll be all right, but it doesn't make it feel any better. It's still going to smart a little bit.
Athletic trainer Todd Tomczyk out to have a look. And I guess this would be a good time for our Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Western New York. Be healthy, tip of the game.
Yes,
Don't get in the way of a fastball.
Stay away from objects heading towards you. Little spheres.
Now the real Blue Cross Blue Shield Be Healthy tip of the game. Don't forget, it's important to make healthy food and beverage choices to reduce your risk for developing cancer. Select foods with less fat and eat more fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. And that's our Be Healthy tip of the game, brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield, building healthier communities. Now the Bisons have a leadoff base runner in the home half of the second inning, already leading by a score of 2-0. Top of the order, Franklin Gutierrez steps in. He singled his first time up and scored the first run, and he bunts here and bunts foul over toward his own on-deck circle.
Looked like Gutierrez a little bit undecided about where he wanted to go with that ball. The pitch Looked like it was going to be inside. Then it was a breaking ball, and it looked like he wanted to bunt it down third. And then he thought, man, maybe I'll go down first with it. And he just never really got that bat out in front of home plate.
Here comes the 0-1. There goes Ochoa. The pitch is inside. The throw by Marsters not in time. Ochoa steals the bag by plenty. Good jump that time.
Yeah, you know, he's setting him up a little bit, Rosie, you know, limping down that first baseline like that after getting hit by a pitch. Then he takes off, and he makes it easily.
Are you saying he was playing possum
he
there?
He might have deked him.
Man. Pretty sneaky. He has the good wheels anyway. That could be the first of quite a few as he stays with the Bisons. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, fouled away. That's over toward the upper deck on the first base side. 1-2 the count on Franklin Gutierrez. Bisons with a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the second inning. And looking for more with nobody out, and that runner in scoring position. Mentioned earlier, Brian Bowles spent many seasons in the Blue Jays chain, including some time in the major leagues. The right-hander delivers up and in as he brushes Gutierrez back to even the count at 2-2. But last year he could not find work in affiliated baseball, so he pitched in the Independent Atlantic League with 2 different clubs before signing a free agent contract with the Orioles this past offseason. 2-2 the count. Here comes his pitch. Swung on, pulled foul over toward the third base dugout. Count remains 2-2 on Franklin Gutierrez.
A little changeup there after he brushed him back. The previous pitch with a fastball came back with a changeup, and Franklin just getting a piece of that one to stay alive.
Bowles sets up near the letters. Here's his 2-2. Bounced up there. Good stop by Marsters on a pitch in the dirt. Ochoa has to hold his ground out at second base as the count runs full on Gutierrez. Mentioned earlier that Bowles has split time between the bullpen and the rotation this year. In fact, his last appearance was Thursday against Rochester, and he worked out of the pen, earned a win in relief, finishing that game. Here's the 3-2. Swung on, ground ball to the shortstop. Headed for third is Ochoa. The throw goes that way, and it's in time. It was not a forced play, so the tag had to be applied, and Tatis got the tag down very quickly after the throw from Rogers to retire Ochoa.
Well, that was a very close play right there. A gamble by Ochoa. The ball was hit behind him, but it was still hit toward the middle. And a good gamble by Rogers to throw him out at third base. They're already down 2. And, boy, he might have been in there, Rosie. I don't know. He dove head first. And on the replay, you know, he might have got that front arm in, but he is ruled out. And that's a big play right there for the Lynx. If he's safe, they got runners at the corners with nobody out. And the Bisons have a chance to break this one wide open.
Up to the plate is Ben Francisco. Gutierrez draws some attention at first base, gets back safely. Francisco fly to center his first time up. Gave it a pretty good ride out to center field, but Essex Snead ran it down. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back on the net behind home plate. Same 2 clubs tomorrow night at 7:05 here at Dunn Tire Park on a markdown Monday. All kinds of specials on items throughout the ballpark. And it's off to Rochester for 2. Here's the 0-1. Low and outside. Gutierrez is on the move with the pitch, and he'll steal the base as the throw sails into center field. He goes no further as he had slid down, and then the center fielder Snead came in backing up. But that's a stolen base for Franklin Gutierrez, his 5th of the season.
Well, the Bison's right back where they would have been had they not thrown out Ochoa at third base. If he would have stayed at second, they would have thrown out Gutierrez at first anyway. So, hey, here we are. Even Steven. Man at second, 1 down.
Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball on the inside corner. Counts 1-2. Who is that Steven guy anyway?
I don't know. John Stevens, he's a pitcher here with the...
he evens things up every time,
hey,
that guy.
You know, it's like that Seinfeld episode, remember? But the Bisons must feel that Bowles was a little slow going to home plate because they are just taking off on him.
Here's the 1-2. Swung on, ground ball, third base. Room service hop for Tatis, who throws across the diamond in time. Holding at second is Gutierrez, and now there's 2 away.
Breaking ball that time. Pretty good breaking ball down. Francisco hit it fairly sharply, but right at the third baseman, Tatis, who stays with it nicely and fires across the diamond to get him easily. Up to Lou Merlone now with 2 down.
Our game today brought to you by Russer, the official hot dog of the Bisons. Don't forget, stop by the Russer Sandwich Shop next time you're here at the ballpark. It's the best sandwich in town, Russer. Here's Lou Merlone. Takes a pitch up high for ball 1. Lou doubled his first time up. Later came around to score the second of the 2 Bisons' first inning runs. They're working on it again here in the second, leading 2-0. Runner in scoring position with 2 away, and there goes Gutierrez toward third, and the pitch is swung on and fouled back in the screen.
We saw a similar circumstance back in the first ball game when the Bison stole third base with 2 outs, something that you don't normally do, but it paid off as Francisco was able to score on a wild pitch a little bit later on. So I guess they feel if they're going to give it to us, we're going to take it. They're not really holding them on, as both the middle infielders are playing deep with 2 outs. You got to try and knock everything down, keep that ground ball in the infield to prevent a run from scoring. So Franklin Gutierrez had a big lead, and he took off.
1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, drops on the inside corner. Strike 2 call. Outfield plays it pretty much straight away for Merlone. And if there's a shift to be had, Ottawa will do it. We've seen them put the shift on for many different Bisons hitters. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, grounded out toward the second baseman. That's picked up by Garabito, and he throws out his man at first base. Side retired. No runs, a hit batsman, 1 man left stranded. We head to the third. 2-0 Buffalo on the Bison's radio network.
Easier access, innovative choices, quality care. If that's the kind of health care you're looking for, look to Lifetime Health Medical Group. For exceptional, patient-friendly primary care, pediatrics, and specialty medical services, Lifetime Health has 7 conveniently located health centers in the Buffalo area. Log on to lifetimehealth.org today to learn more about the doctor's office with a difference. Lifetime Health Medical Group, proud to sponsor the Buffalo Bisons.
A Kelsey's Conversation.
Ready to order, hon?
If I get the chicken penne, will you get the grilled salmon so we can split it?
But I want the steak.
Oh, come on.
Why do we always have to share?
Because then you get to try 2 things.
Well, what if I just want what I want?
Honey, you gave that all up when we got married.
Good food, good company, good conversation. Put it together at Kelsey's Orchard Park today. Kelsey's, your table's ready.
It can be an embarrassing topic to discuss, even with your doctor. However, hemorrhoids are a serious issue for millions of Americans. If you've been suffering in silence with hemorrhoids that won't go away, it's time for relief. PPH, the procedure for prolapse and hemorrhoids. It could be just a ticket to end your frustration and embarrassment. This one-time procedure offers patients less pain and a quicker recovery compared to traditional hemorrhoid surgery. As with any surgical procedure, PPH may present risks. To learn more, talk to your doctor or visit pphinfo.com.
We head to the top half of the third inning. Bisons with a 2-run lead, 2-0, as Yang Nam Choi goes back to work for the Herd. Here comes his first pitch to Brandon Marsters, and it's down low and outside for ball 1. Marsters did not play in the opener. He's hitting .244, a home run, 3 runs driven in. Right-handed hitting catcher, number 8 in the lineup. Now Choi will step off as Marsters asks for time. Time for Select Hits in Baseball History, presented by Select Energy. A couple of good ones on this date in baseball history. First, the 1-0 to Marsters. Fastball down low, 2-0. On this date in 1940, the Dodgers became the first National League team to fly to a road trip as they traveled by air to Chicago from St. Louis. Here's the 2-0. That's a breaking ball in there for a strike. 2-1. This date in 1959, the largest crowd in Major League history at the time attended a game at the LA Coliseum. More than 93,000 saw the Dodgers and Yankees play an exhibition game as the next pitch is outside. 3-1 the count to Marsters.
Wow.
That did not miss by much. And a former Bison.
Wow, 93,000 people.
Yeah, that's a lot of folks. The 3-1 swung on, foul back. Counts now 3-2. Former Bison Bruce Avon, then a rookie in 1999 with the Marlins, hit the first pinch hit grand slam in Marlins history, helping the Marlins defeat the Dodgers. And those are our select hits in baseball history. Here's the 3-2. Breaking ball low and outside. He lost him. First walk surrendered by Yangnam Choi. It gives Ottawa a leadoff base runner here in the third inning with Buffalo in front by a score of 2-0.
Breaking ball in the dirt that time, not really even that close. I just, although Choi has excellent command of his breaking ball, I just, a 3-2 pitch with a 2-run lead and number 8 hitter leading off an inning, I got to believe you got to throw the pitch that you can throw most consistently for a strike. Make him swing the bat to get aboard.
Now Josh McCurdy steps in. Here's the pitch to him. Fastball on the inside corner, strike one. Been quite a series for McCurdy. 1 for 3 in the opener. His base hit was a home run, his second in the series, as he had 3 hits last night, including what turned out to be the game-winning home run. It came midway through the game, put his team in front for good, and he grounds one back to the mound. Nice play by Choi. Fires to second for one. On to first, double play. Quick hands by Choi started that one. 2 down, bases empty.
Well, we were mentioning a little bit earlier, Rosie, he's an excellent fielding pitcher. That ball was hit sharply, one hop, and Choi spins and fires a strike to Jose Flores. He hits him on dead run. He throws the ball right over the bag. Flores catches the ball on to first for an easy double play, and that's just, it doesn't get any better than that by Yangnam Choi. I mean, you know, he spears the one hopper, he throws a strike right over the bag, and the result is a 1-6-3 double play. Good defensive effort by Choi.
Top of the order, Essex Snead steps in. He bounced to short his first time up. Here's the pitch from Choi. It's low and outside as Snead showed bunt. Merloni's in. Snead pulled the bat back, and the count's 1-0. 2-0 Buffalo. Top half of the third inning. Now Snead asked for time as Choi took too much. Here comes the 1-0. Fastball on the inside corner for a strike. 1-1.
Merloni playing in real tight at third base, which he has to do, but that opens up things a little bit for Snead. If he can just slap a ground ball past Merloni, Flores will have a hard time throwing him out at first.
The 1-1 swung on. That's line toward left. Coming on and playing it on one hop is the left fielder Gutierrez. A slap single for Essex Snead. He's aboard with 2 outs.
And Gutierrez got a good jump on that ball. He made a good break on it. He just had no chance to catch it. He had to pull up and play it on a hop. But watch out for Snead now.
See if he tries to get himself in scoring position with 2 away. Thus far this season, Snead is 8 for 12 stealing bases. But as Duke mentioned last night, earlier in his pro career, playing in the Carolina League, he stole 109 in one season. Up to the plate steps Ed Rogers. He flied to center his first time up. Here's Choi's pitch. Pitch outs on, nothing doing. Fans, our game today is brought to you in part by Color Time Rent to Own, Western New York's only locally owned furniture rental store and the official furniture rental outlet for the Bisons.
Almost. Considering pitching out back-to-back here, Rosie. Choi's got pretty good control. Even if he falls behind 2-0, he might still be able to come back and get Rogers, but You have a 2-run lead. You don't want to put guys on base either.
Throw to first. Good throw, but back safely is Snead. Pretty quick move by Choi, a right-hander, and then he fakes going over there, playing the cat and mouse game with Essex Snead. 1-0 the count on Rogers. Here's the pitch, and it's slapped foul past the first base bag down the line. 1-1 the count. Bisons won the opener 6-4, getting back on the winning track, snapping a 3-game losing skid. They grabbed an early lead here in the nightcap, 2-0, and that's where we stand after 2 first-inning runs for Buffalo. Throw to first. Snead is not back in this time. They get him. He is picked off first base, and he does not like the call by the first base umpire. He's going to tell him about it. But Choi picks him off to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down go the Lynx. After 2.5, it's 2-0 Buffalo on the Bison's Radio Network.
If you're sick of wearing glasses and contacts, find out more about the LASIK eye procedure from the Fichte and Eye Associates at Amherst. LASIK is now more affordable than ever. Plus, the Fichte and Eye Associates offer 12 months to pay interest-free. Call 1-800-309-2020 and reserve your seats for our next open house. And you can see for yourself why LASIK is right for you.
Fichte and Eye Associates, focused on you.
It's a fact. Recent studies have confirmed that people recover from a stroke or surgery better outside of a hospital setting. That's why so many people choose Legacy Healthcare for their physical rehabilitation. With facilities located in Williamsville, Tonawanda, and South Buffalo, Legacy Healthcare is the premier choice for hip, knee, and joint rehabilitation and replacement therapy, as well as stroke recovery. We personalize our care to meet your needs, and since Legacy is a family-owned healthcare group, the recovery progress is quicker. Our personalized attention to you makes the difference. You always have a choice for your rehabilitation, and that's the law. So don't just be a number in an overcrowded and impersonal system. After surgery, stroke, or acute care stay, come where you are treated like a real person. Get better faster with Legacy Healthcare Recovery Program's 3 locations. For more information, call 818-3253. That's 818-3253. Legacy, caring for Western New York for over 45 years.
Ryan Garko leads things off for the Bisons as the home half of the 3rd inning's underway. 2-0 Buffalo, and he takes a pitch down low from Brian Bowles, the starting pitcher for Ottawa. 1-0 the count on Garko, who drove home a run with a ground out to the second baseman in the 1st inning. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball up high. 2-0 the count. This half inning, it's the Select Energy Trivia Quiz. Your chance to win 4 tickets to a future Bisons game courtesy of Select Energy. The 2-0 to Garko is lifted high in the air to fairly deep left center. Snead is there, and he'll make the catch. 1 away in the bottom half of the 3rd. That'll bring up Jason Cooper. He'll just be the first correct caller at 644-9325. That's 644-9325. And we'll do some Baltimore Orioles trivia. The Lynx and Orioles farm team deal with pitching today. Here's the pitch to Cooper. Fastball for a strike on the inside corner. Back in 1971, for only the 2nd time in Major League history, the Orioles had 4 20-game winners on the staff. 4 of them. We'll give you 2, and if you can guess one of the others, you'll be in good shape. There's a swing and a miss. Counts 0-2 on Cooper. The great Jim Palmer and Mike Cuellar were 2 of the 20-game winners. All we're looking for is one of the other 2 that filled out a 4-person staff of 20-game winners. How about that? I don't think that's ever going to be done again.
That's
not even
pretty
close.
good, huh? It's tough enough to get one guy to win 20 nowadays.
Here's the 0-2. Swung on, and there's a looping ground ball out toward the second baseman, Garabito. He picks it up and throws on to first in time. Good play.
Little jam job that time by Cooper. First time up, he pulled a ground ball through that hole. this one was not hit quite as sharply as it got in on him just a little bit. Garabito ranging to his left on the outfield grass makes the play. And he's got a strong arm despite the fact he's second baseman. You can't throw it too hard from there because you don't want to handcuff the first baseman, but he put good zip on it to Frady, and he got him.
So here's Jake Gautreau. The pitch to him. Down low for ball one. So again, our trivia quiz question, Jim Palmer and Mike Cuellar were two of the 4 20-game winners on the same pitching staff for the Orioles in 1971. We're looking for one of the other two. The 1-0 pitch is outside, 2-0. And if you give our buddy Justin back at the station both of them, we'll say, well, that's a good job. You don't get anything more, but we'll just say that's pretty good. And we do have a winner, so no more phone calls as Gautreau leans into one, drives it out toward deep right, way back, gone. A line drive home run into the Herons landing party deck for Jake Gautreau, and the Bisons are in front 3-0.
Yeah, Gautreau scorched that line drive to dead right field that time. A ball not hit very high, but hit very hard. Solid line drive off the bat of Gautreau, carries right on out of here.
Home run number 5 on the season for the Goat.
Maybe that'll get him going a little bit, Rose.
He got a pitch he could handle there, and make no mistake about it, he hit it hard.
Yeah, pitch right down the middle. About thigh high. That's a ball that, as a hitter, you got to take advantage of. You got to take advantage of those mistakes.
Here's Jose Flores. He takes a pitch outside for ball one. Three 0 Buffalo. 3 runs on 4 hits now. Flores steps in and drives the next pitch out toward right field. Settling under it is Keith Reed, and the right fielder puts it away to retire the side. But the Bisons score another run on the home run by Jake Gautreau, and the score as we head to the 4th, Buffalo 3, Ottawa 0 on the Bisons Radio Network.
Here's your spicy chicken. Thanks. Wait, this isn't a Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich. Does it matter?
Why would you expect him to clown around with a knockoff when he can have a Wendy's original spicy chicken sandwich? It's a big, juicy, whole breast filet covered in Wendy's special fiery blend of peppers and spices for more meat and more heat. Does that answer your question?
Yes, sir.
Don't compromise. Do Wendy's. Do what tastes right.
Who was that? Oh, that's Bob in accounting.
Enjoy the advantages of being an owner of Financial Trust Federal Credit Union. We pride ourselves on personal service and offer a full range of financial products, such as car loans, home equities, and investment products. Now you can join Financial Trust. That's right, you, your family, friends, all can be owners of Financial Trust Federal Credit Union today. Contact us today and ask how we can assist you with your financial needs. Call 831-3007, that's 831-3007, or visit a branch today. When personal service is a must, Financial Trust. Have you ever been charged too much for furniture with too little quality? Before you get new furniture, get the facts from Crawford Furniture. Fact, solid wood is real wood. Don't be fooled by words like natural or veneer or finish. Get real solid wood furniture from Crawford Furniture. Fact, Crawford Furniture saves you money with true factory direct prices. Plus, you'll save money long term with furniture built to last for generations. Fact, Crawford Furniture is astonishingly affordable. Don't be furniture fooled. Come save now at Crawford Furniture on Sheridan Drive and Sweet Home Road in Amherst.
Bisons carry a 3-0 lead into the top half of the 4th inning. And to carry you along with the play-by-play, here's Duke McGuire.
All right, thanks, Rosie. Ed Rogers will lead things off for the Lynx. Rogers been up once, plied to center field. Yang Nam Choi working into his 4th inning here. Winds and delivers off speed, fouled straight back into the screen. 0-1. Rogers 1 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI in the opener. Game that the Bisons won 6-4. Choi's into the windup. Here's his 0-1. Check swing on a breaking ball. And he went. Appeal was made. 0-2 the count. That was a pretty good pitch. Sharp slider down and away. Here's Choi's 0-2. Breaking ball looped out toward right field. On comes Cooper. He's there, and he makes the catch. One down here in the fourth.
Duke, we have our winner in the Select Energy Trivia Quiz. Congratulations to Eric Spire of Amherst, who wins 4 tickets to a future Bisons game courtesy of Select Energy. He knew both of the other pitchers in that 4-man rotation for the Orioles in 71. They all won 20 games. Pat Dobson and Dave McNally join Jim Palmer and Mike Cuellar.
Howie Clark steps in, takes a fastball on the inside corner. Pat Dobson from your neck of the woods, Rosie, Lancaster, New York. 0-1 pitch. On the inside corner, strike 2 called.
He was 20-8. Palmer was 20-9. So was Cuellar, and McNally, he had them all beat, 21-5. So he could kind of sneer at the other 3.
Not a bad year, huh?
Yep.
21-5.
You realize the Orioles haven't had a 20-game winner since 1984. Team that traditionally is a great pitching team, but not recently.
One hopper back to the box again. Choi fielding his position nicely. A little flip over to Garco. Clark retired, 1-3. 2 down here in the fourth.
And another interesting note on the 4 20-game winners, they all reached the 20-win mark within 6 days. So I'm guessing it was
end of the year.
That one turn in the rotation, and they all hit the 20-win mark.
Alejandro Freire steps in, takes outside, ball 1. He popped up to the first baseman Garco, his first trip. Yang Nam Choi into the line, the 1-0. Breaking ball down and away. 2 balls, no strike.
Can you imagine that? Palmer was the last to do it. By the time they got to him, they were like, yeah, whatever, big deal.
Yeah.
We've all done that.
Been there, done that. 2-0. Breaking ball. Chop ball. Well, how about that? 4 20-game winners. Too bad they only won 82 games that year. No. 2-1 pitch. Lined out toward right field, going back a little bit to Cooper. He's there, and he makes the catch, heading toward right center field. So that'll do it for Friday, and that'll do it for the Lynx here in the fourth. They go in order after 3.5. Buffalo 3, Ottawa nothing. You're listening to the Bison Baseball Network.
Give yourself the energy jolt you need with Upstate Farms Intense Milks. Jam-packed with essential vitamins and nutrients, these 16-ounce single-serve bottles are the ideal drink to ensure you have the energy to blast that ball out of the stadium. One sip and the explosion of chocolate, strawberry, or vanilla flavor releases the burst of energy that will send that ball sailing. For a mega flavor rush you'll never forget, chugging Upstate Farms Intense Milk. Intense! Can you handle it?
When it comes to buying or selling your home, Century 21 of Western New York has a game plan for your success. Our Century 21 professionals pledge to make your real estate transaction a winning experience. Century 21 is also giving you the chance to participate in our local home run contest for the Buffalo Bisons at the Friday, June 23rd game. The lucky winner will receive 2 tickets to the Century 21 Home Run Derby in Pittsburgh on July 10th. Log on to www.century21ofwny.com and register to win today. It's a grand slam. Each office is independently owned and operated.
Every night around dinner time, you encounter the same problem. Where can I take the family to dinner? Well, there's fine dining.
Excuse me, sir. We do not allow children in here.
Or not so fine dining.
Would you like to ginormousize that?
Why not try Swiss Chalet? We've got slow-cooked rotisserie chicken, fresh-cut fries, and a delicious choice of freshly prepared sides. Bring in the family tonight for a warm welcome and a great meal.
Welcome back to Dunn Tire Park. Duke McGuire along with Jim Rosenhaus. The Bisons leading the Ottawa Lynx 3-0 here in game 2 of a doubleheader. The Bisons winning the opener 6-4. Looking for the sweep as Einar Diaz steps in. Diaz has been up once, bounced to third. They tagged the base runner going by, so Einar 0 for 1. 215 now in the year, 2 home runs, 10 RBIs, and he swings at the first pitch, chops it towards short. On to first base, Rogers throws out Einar Diaz. Score that one 6-3. Right-hander Brian Bowl. Into into his 4th inning of work, and this inning, Rosie will get us up to date on the out-of-town scoreboard as Ivan Ochoa steps in. He was hit by a pitch, stole a base back in the 2nd inning. He takes a strike.
We didn't quite get to our IL scores between games, so we'll start there. A lot of finals now in the International League, including Columbus, a 4-1 winner at home over Norfolk.
0-1 drops the bunt down third base side. It's a beauty, barehanded and dropped by Tatis. Wouldn't have made any difference. He never would have got him. That'll be a base hit for Ochoa. Excellent bunt.
You know, Ochoa reaching base safe twice safely now, and we'll see if he can advance on a stolen base again. That's what he did back in the 2nd inning.
Back to the top of the order, and Franklin Gutierrez, he had a single to center, and he came around to score, leading off the ball game for Buffalo. Also reached down a fielder's choice and swiped the bag, but was left stranded.
Big news from Scranton. Red Barons defeat Syracuse 2-1 on a Dusty Wathan 10th inning home run.
How about that? Moved the first, not in time. That kid was throwing for Scranton, Rosie, was 2-0. Hamill is his name?
Mm-hmm.
He's awful tough. He's a #1 draft choice, and it'll be long. They don't want to bring him up too early. They don't want to rush him, but boy, I'll tell you, the Phillies need some pitching, even though they're in a pretty good streak right now. He's been tough. 3 great starts he's had as Franklin Gutierrez takes outside, ball 1.
Pawtucket defeated Rochester over at Frontier Field. 5-2 was the final score. Abe Alvarez, the winner. He's 5-0.
Quick move to first, diving back safely as Ochoa.
Toledo scored a run in the bottom of the 10th inning, and they edge Richmond 6-5. Now, Charlotte didn't win today, but they didn't lose either. They were rained out against Louisville at home, so their 11-game win streak remains intact.
Pitch out, nothing doing. 2-0. Only rain can stop the Knights.
And as you might expect, Durham was also rained out. Showers in North Carolina, raining out Durham and Indianapolis, and Louisville at Charlotte.
People got to get to a better baseball climate.
They should come up here. Beautiful day.
Yep. Set up the letters, and the 2-0. Now he's running, breaking ball for a strike to throw to second base. Not in time, as Ochoa has his 2nd stolen base of the afternoon.
Major League action. We begin with the Bison's parent club. Cleveland has a 2-0 lead over Seattle. In the bottom half of the 7th inning, CC Sabathia is still on. He has scattered 6 hits, pitching shutout baseball so far.
I straightened him out when he was here, Rosie. I got him in a pretty good groove. 2-1 is upstairs. 3 balls and a strike now on Gutierrez.
Yeah, we'll chat with him after the game, did you?
No, I had to told him, that fastball moving in and out, up and down.
Good work.
Well, you can tell why he's the #1 starter in the big leagues, can't you? Man, oh man, he got some life on the ball. Oh, there goes runner. Great jump to third base, and Gutierrez swings and squibs one first base side. The pitcher will pick it up. Bowles will race to the bag and beat him. Oh, man, Ochoa would have had that one standing up, Rosie. What a huge jump he had off of second base.
This is really the first time we've had a chance to see him consistently on the bases in any of the games he's played, and boy, he is a major threat if he can reach base to really create some havoc. And you get the idea that his manager, Torey Lovello, who was his manager last year at Akron, enjoys having him here and being able to do some different things on the bases.
Oh, he had a monster jump out there, and unfortunately Gutierrez just squibbed one to the first base side. With a strike on him, I guess he didn't want to take strike 2. So now Ochoa down at third with 2 down for Ben Francisco, who's fly to deep center and bounce to third, and he takes a breaking ball inside, ball 1. Chris Pearsall up and throwing out in the bullpen for the Ottawa Lynx.
Other games in the American League, top of the 6th. Tampa Bay leading Oakland 3-1.
1-0 is chopped on one long hop to the third baseman. Tatis fires across to Frede. So that'll do it for Francisco, and that'll do it for the Bisons here in the fourth. No runs, a hit, no errors, a man left. The score after 4, it's Buffalo 3, Ottawa nothing. You've got it on the Bison Baseball Network.
Hot dogs. No one makes them better than Zweigels. Hot dogs.
Summer has finally arrived, and nothing says summer like the taste and smell of a hot dog or sausage fresh off the grill. The kids love them. They're a great choice for all those summer get-togethers. And when you buy from a company like Zweigels, you know freshness and quality will never be an issue. Zweigels, famous for quality sausage and meat products since 1880, carries a large variety of your summer favorites. Whether you choose natural casing, pop-open hot dogs, skinless hot dogs, white hots, or Italian sausage, you know you'll be choosing the very best quality you can buy. This summer, look for Zweigels products at your favorite supermarket or neighborhood grocer. Remember, as you get summer on a roll, the choice for you and your family is Zweigels, famous for quality sausage and meat products since 1880.
Come on, taste one. No one makes a hot dog like Zweigels. 'Cause how we make 'em makes 'em great.
This is the sound of a rooster crowing in the morning. Now listen to the same sound played backwards.
Wake up and come to Tim Hortons for better morning coffee. It's 20 minutes fresh.
Well, there you have it. What roosters have been trying to tell us for years. Great mornings begin at Tim Hortons with our own premium blend coffee, brewed fresh every 20 minutes. You know, I really think these roosters are onto something.
Welcome back to Dunn Tire Park. Duke McGuire along with Jim Rosenhaus. The Bisons leading the Ottawa Lynx 3-0 here, top of the 5th inning. Fernando Tatis steps in to face the Bison right-hander, Yang Nam Choi, working into his 5th inning now as Tatis takes a breaking ball for a strike. We weren't quite sure how far he could go, Rosie, but he's been very efficient with his pitches, and he's given up just 2 hits. Big, slow curveball, must have been a little bit high, and the count evens up 1-1.
He had only thrown 47 pitches coming into this half inning.
Wow. Here's the wind and the 1-1. Swung on it, missed strike 2. Big swing there to pitch up, maybe a little bit out of the strike zone. Ball and 2 strikes now on Tatis. Bounced out to Ochoa at the second baseman. Double in the opener and scored a run, and he takes outside and low. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Back on the out-of-town scoreboard, a final from Toronto. The Blue Jays defeated the LA Angels 3-1. Casey Janssen with his first major league win.
Here's the wind and the 2-2. Curveball swung on and skied out towards center field. Francisco backs up a few steps, reaches up, makes the catch. Can hit it to the big part of the ballpark, and that's what happened right there. 1 down here in the 5th.
It was Boston over Baltimore at Fenway this afternoon. 10-3 the final score. Jason Varitek with his 2nd home run for the Red Sox. The White Sox edged Kansas City 3-2. Ryan McCarthy with his 2nd win of the season. Bobby Jenks with his 10th save. Did he do any changeups?
I don't think so. Eddie Garabito, switch hitting second baseman, steps in. He bounced short his first trip.
Yeah, some kind of hard thrower.
Yeah. Big boy. Joy drops a curveball in there, strike 1.
Yankees defeated Texas 8-5 in Arlington. That's 8 in a row over Texas for New York. Long with the win. Matsui with his 5th home run.
Fastball's up and away, a ball and a strike now on Garabito.
And the Twins defeated the Tigers at the Metrodome 4-2. Johan Santana with his 3rd win.
1-1 pitch. Swung on, squib. Foul, third base side. Diaz pounces on it, the Bison catcher. 1-2 now on Eddie Garabito.
Finals from the senior circuit. The Nationals defeated Pittsburgh in Washington 5-4. Jose Guillen with his 3rd home run of the year. St. Louis hammered Florida 9-1 down in Miami.
1-2 pitch. Curveball comes around the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It was Atlanta over the Mets, 13-3 at Shea Stadium. John Smoltz, the beneficiary of all those runs. He got the win.
Timeout is asked for.
Elsewhere, Colorado defeated Houston in Denver. 5-3 was the final. Todd Helton with his second home run.
Here's the 2-2, swung on, fouled straight back. High fastball, maybe up out of the zone.
Bottom of the fifth in San Diego, the Padres lead the Cubs 6-3. It's the Dodgers 6, Milwaukee 1 at Dodger Stadium. Olmedo Saenz with his fourth home run.
Again, the 2-2. That one's up and away. Count full now on Eddie Garabito.
Arizona scored 5 in the third inning. They lead the Reds 5-4 in the top of the fourth now. Adam Dunn with his 12th home run for Cincinnati.
Payoff pitch fouled back up on the screen.
Sean Green with his third for Arizona. He made a catch earlier this week that was unbelievable, climbing the wall out there at the Bob. San Francisco and the Phillies tonight in Philadelphia, the ESPN Sunday night special.
Again, the payoff pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3, pumped a high fastball past him. First strikeout for Yang Nam Choi. He has been solid here this afternoon. Sam's Bison's Baseball brought to you by Perry's Ice Cream. For all of life's moments, there's Perry's Ice Cream. Life is a bowl of Perry's. Can't go wrong there. Keith Reed, the hitter. He's been up once, bounced to third. He tries to bunt his way aboard. He bunts it down the third base line, but bunts it pretty hard, and he bunts it foul. Merlone playing deep over there at third. Right-hander still throwing out in the bullpen. Chris Pearsall, we might have seen the end of Brian Bowles, who did a pretty good job of keeping his club in the ballgame. Oh, 1 pitch. Breaking ball ripped. Oh, just past a diving Lou Merlone down the line. Getting over there to cut it off is Gutierrez, and the throw comes in. Reed takes a big turn, but scampers back to first base. Good play by Gutierrez to get over there and cut that off before it gets in the corner for extra bases.
Well, that last hop on a hard hit ground ball came up just a little bit on Merlone. That made it tough to handle. It does go as a base hit. Yeah, he got his glove on it. That was a rocket.
Yeah, that ball was hit hard. Lou almost made a great play. Brian Slocum starts to throw out in the Bison pen as Brandon Marster steps in. He threw a walk back in the third inning, but was quickly erased on a 1-6-3 double play ball, and he swings through a hard slider, maybe a cut fastball, nothing in one. Marster's at .244 on the season, a home run, 3 RBIs. Did not play in game 1 here this afternoon. Same pitch. This time he took it, and he took it for a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-2. Choi looking to get through this 5th inning here to get himself a W. Or be eligible for a W anyway, as the Bisons lead at 3-0. Here's the 0-2. Fastball's up high as Marster's just able to check his swing. That's a good pitch right there. Try to make him chase that 0-2 pitch. Marster's just able to lay off of it. Troy sets. There goes the runner. Breaking ball just missed the outside corner. No throw to second base. Stolen base for Reed. As it was a slow curveball that time, Diaz didn't think he had a chance to get him, and he tried to frame that pitch for the umpire. He wondered where that pitch was. Tough pitch to take with 2 strikes. So Reed down in scoring position. Here's the 2-2. Swung on, fouled back. The club level to our right, bouncing back onto the screen. Count will hold at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Marsters. Fans this season: Zweigel's, Perry's Ice Cream, Eastern Hills Mall, Financial Trust Federal Credit Union, and Cintas have teamed up to sponsor Chips Pales Club. Chips Pales supports Carly's Club to benefit families of children with cancer and other local charities.
These sponsors have donated sweet dates throughout the season to these deserving local charities and families. Now Einar Diaz heads back behind home plate after having somewhat of a conversation with Yang Nam Choi. I don't know what he said, and I don't know how they communicated, Rosie, but he's heading back now. He was out there for quite a while.
You know, somehow they get it across. Obviously, it's baseball, but they make their point known somehow, some way.
2-2, swung on, chopped toward third. Merlone on a couple of hops. Long throw. They got him. That'll do it for Marsters, and that'll do it for the Lynx here in the fifth. No runs, a hit, no errors, a man left after 4.5. The score remains Buffalo 3, Ottawa nothing. You're listening to the Bison Baseball Network.
About their new partners in payroll services, ADP. ADP provides payroll, benefits, HR, and tax services to companies looking to outsource these business functions and lower internal costs. ADP manages the work for you so that you can spend more time growing your business. The Bisons trust the experts at ADP to hit a home run in payroll services with every pay period, and they always hit it out of the park. After all, ADP has been an industry champ in HR and payroll services for more than 50 years. For more information, visit adp.com today or call 1-800-CALL-ADP.
We're the skyscrapers, we're the wrecking crew, we're the frontliners, we are what we do. We're the factory workers, we're the NBA, we're the weekend warriors, and we came to play. This is Budweiser, Budweiser. This is Budweiser. This is beer. Oh yeah. This is Budweiser. This is beer. Budweiser. Kings is Budweiser. This is beer.
Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
3-0 Bisons here at Dunn Tire Park. Duke McGuire along with Jim Rosenhaus. And Bisons Baseball is brought to you by Xbox 360, the most powerful video game and entertainment system out there, and the official gaming console of the Buffalo Bisons. Xbox 360 available now at your local retailer. Jump in at www.xbox.com for more information. And the Bisons will be facing a new hurler this inning, Chris Pearsall, on in relief of Brian Bowles. Pearsall, a big right-hander, 6'4", 190. Had a good start to his season as Lou Merlone steps in and he takes outside, ball one on the year. Pearsall 2-0 with a 1.69 ERA in 10 ball games. 16 innings, giving up just 10 hits, 5 walks, 16 strikeouts. He delivers outside, ball two. Opponent's hitting just 169 against the big right-hander. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Just off the outside corner, ball three.
Final line for Brian Bowles, 4 innings, 5 hits allowed, 3 runs.
There's one right down the chute. Maloney taking all the way. Three-one, swung on. Popped up ball territory out of play, first base side into the seats. Look out below. Count now full on the Bison third baseman, Lou Merlone, who doubled the left back in the first inning and scored. He also bounced to second base. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on and launched out towards center field. Snead backing up a little bit. Now he'll take a couple steps in and make the catch. Towering fly ball off the bat of Merlone. And as Ryan Garco heads in, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to the Bison Baseball Network.
You're listening to Buffalo Bisons Baseball on the home of the Bisons, AM 1230 WECK, Cheektowaga, Buffalo.
Ryan Garco steps in. He bounced to second base, but picked up an RBI for his trouble back in the first inning. He also flied to center. He takes ball one. Garco 0 for 2 in the opener, but he did draw 2 walks, and he swings and drills one out toward deep right field. This one's well hit. It's way back there, and Ryan Garco has left the building, ladies and gentlemen. Garco homering just to the left of the 367 sign in deep right center field, and the Bisons take a 4-0 lead here in the 5th.
Wow, that ball was crushed. Not exactly a towering drive. That was more of a line drive that had some speed behind it. And Ryan Garco, who had been reaching base but not via the base hit, snaps an 0 for 14 skid in a big way with a home run.
That one was out of here by plenty. Deep right center field as Jason Cooper steps in. Cooper out in front of a changeup. Swings and misses, 0-1. Coop, an RBI single to right field back in the first inning. He's also bounced to second base. Garco's 3rd home run. And there's a breaking ball outside, 1-1. And that'll give him another RBI. 2 this afternoon in game 2. 24 now on the year as Pearsall drops in a slow breaking ball. 1-2 now on Jason Cooper. Cooper's at 240, a couple of home runs and 12 RBIs. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, chopped off his foot. That's the Ryan Garco we were used to seeing, Rosie, driving that ball out of the ballpark to the opposite field like that. He's got tremendous power, and he can hit it out in any portion of the ballpark. Here's the 1-2. That ball is hit out toward deep right field. It's not going to be high enough, or is it? No, it's high off the wall. Bounces back to Reed. Throw to second base. They got him. Cooper hit that ball too hard. It ricocheted off the wall right back to Reed, and they throw him out at second base. That one just missed getting out of here, too.
Oh, maybe by a foot. The folks in the Herons Landing party deck thought they had another one, but not so, and that's the second time today we've seen Reed make a strong throw from that right field corner, and he had Cooper beat by plenty.
Well, he played that one perfectly. As you said, the ball hit high off the wall, bounced right back to him, and he turned and threw a strike. And Cooper gunned down at second base, but boy, back-to-back balls hit extremely well by the Bisons, by Garco and Cooper. Jake Gautreau steps in, and he takes outside, ball 1. Gautreau had a home run his last trip. A drive to deep right field, a line drive to right field into the Herons Landing out there. And he stays back on a changeup, but pulls a ground ball to first base. Brady's up with it, races to the bag. Gautreau retired 3 unassisted. So that'll do it for the Bisons here in the 5th, but they do pick up a run on 2 hits. There were no errors, nobody left. After 5, Buffalo 4, Ottawa nothing. You're listening to the Bison Baseball Network.
Here's your spicy chicken. Thanks. Wait, this isn't a Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich. Does it matter?
Why would you expect him to clown around with a knockoff when he can have a Wendy's original spicy chicken sandwich? It's a big, juicy, whole breast filet covered in Wendy's special fiery blend of peppers and spices for more meat and more heat. Does that answer your question?
Yes, sir.
Don't compromise. Do Wendy's. Do what tastes right.
Who was that? Oh, that's Bob in accounting.
Have you ever been charged too much for furniture with too little quality? Before you get new furniture, get the facts from Crawford Furniture. Fact, solid wood is real wood. Don't be fooled by words like natural or veneer or finish. Get real solid wood furniture from Crawford Furniture. Fact, Crawford Furniture saves you money with true factory direct prices. Plus, you'll save money long-term with furniture built to last for generations. Fact, Crawford Furniture is astonishingly affordable. Don't be furniture fooled. Come save now at Crawford Furniture on Sheridan Drive and Sweet Home Road in Amherst.
What if you celebrated getting things done in your office the way you celebrate on the field?
We won the pitch. It'll be our biggest client ever.
Yeah, that's cold. Perhaps some celebrations are best left on the field. But when you hear this, you'll know things are getting done. To learn more about how Nextel can help you get more done, call 888-98-NEXTEL or visit getnextelnow.com. Nextel.
Proud sponsor and fan of the Buffalo Bisons, Nextel.
Bison's 4, Lynx nothing. Top of the 6th inning. Bisons will have a new hurler in Brian Slocum, and here to tell you all about him and carry along with your play-by-play. The voice of the Bisons, that media giant. I know you caught his show today. You can't miss it. He is Mr. Jim Rosenhaus.
Thanks, Duke. And Brian Slocum will take over for Yang Nam Choi, who threw 5 scoreless innings and leaves with a 4-run lead. Slocum just back from the major leagues. In 6 games with the Bisons, no wins or losses, 1 save, and an earned run average of 1.59. His first pitch to Josh McCurdy's inside for ball 1. Slocum right back into the windup. Here's his 1-0 to McCurdy. There's a breaking ball in there to even the count at 1-1.
Troy outstanding today, Rosie. Faced just 2 above the minimum through 5 innings.
Here's the 1-1. Swung on, pulled foul past the third base coach's box.
5 innings, gave up just 3 hits, no runs, walked 1, struck out 1, but had a double play ground ball and picked a man off.
Ended up throwing 68 pitches to get his 5 innings in. Here comes the 1-2. Swung on, ripped toward third. Nice backhand stop, Merlone. Long throw to first. Big stretch by Garco in time. Nice play on both ends.
Well, that was a very difficult play for Lou Merlone, as he had to make a backhanded pick on a ground ball on an in-between hop as he was heading toward the line. He put the brakes on the grass portion of the diamond over there, and his throw was low where it should be, because that allows the first baseman to stretch out. And Garco stretches out, and the Bisons retire McCurdy on a fine defensive effort.
Top of the order, Essex Snead steps in. He has 1 of the 3 Ottawa hits in this game. A single back in the 3rd inning. He squares the bunt and takes a strike on the outside corner. And he does not like it.
A lot of chirping from the dugout. That pitch might have been a little bit low.
So it's 0-1 on Snead. Switch hitter from the left side. Merlone in on the grass at third.
Timeout called, Rosie, as the ball got away from the bullpen. Another right-hander throwing out there in the pen for the Ottawa Lynx.
Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, ground ball to the second baseman. Ochoa's up with it. He'll throw on to first in time. 2 quick outs recorded by Slocum, the 6'4", 200-pounder out of East Chester, New York. 25 years of age. He pitched his college ball at Villanova. And earlier this season made his major league debut. Man, it's changed in a hurry for him. He was just getting settled in his first AAA season, trying to work out of the bullpen for the first time in his career, and before he knew it, he was pitching in the major leagues with Cleveland for a little while. 2 up, 2 down for him here in the 6th, and he goes to work on Ed Rogers, leaves a pitch down low for ball 1.
Winston Abreu, a right-hander, up and throwing out in the bullpen for the Ottawa Lynx. I'll tell you what, Rosie, it's nice to be on that 40-man roster. Things happen, you get a chance to get up there, and boy, he took advantage of it. He threw well.
The 1-0 pitch is in there for a strike to even the count at 1-1.
After throwing well here in Buffalo, I mean, you know, he's a guy that just goes out there and challenges the hitters. He throws strikes. He pounds that strike zone. Doesn't usually beat himself.
Here's his 1-1. That's down low, and the count moves to 2-1. Slocum was called up on April the 21st, made his major league debut the next night at Kansas City. Here's the 2-1. Swung on, line foul down the right side and out of play. 2-2, and how's this for making your major league debut? He's working in relief, and Jeremy Guthrie was ejected from the game by an umpire for, in the umpire's estimation, throwing at a batter on purpose. So Slocum had to come on, and he had all the time he wanted to warm up, but on the stadium mound for his major league debut in the middle of a game. Here's the 2-2. Swung on, line foul, upper deck, first base side, and out of play. And certainly in any situation, I'm going to guess most relievers probably don't take as many tosses as they need to, because they want to get going, and in that situation, I would think it would be even worse. 2 outs, bases empty. Bison's up 4-0, trying to sweep a doubleheader as we play in the top of the 6th in Game 2. Next pitch is down low. Count runs full, 3-2 on Rogers. He's 0 for 2. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error for Ottawa. The Bisons have 4 runs on 7 hits, and they've played errorless baseball. Here comes the payoff pitch. Down low, he lost him. So it's a 2-out walk for Rogers. And that'll bring up Howie Clark, the designated hitter. Thus far, Clark has singled and bounced back to the box in 2 trips. Rogers has decent speed there at first base, but trailing by 4 runs, the Lynx need base runners. So don't look for him to be going here. Here's Slocum's pitch. Fastball high and outside. 1-0 the count. Now a quick throw to first, chases Rogers back. Now the Bison's trying to get through this doubleheader using only 4 pitchers total, just a couple of relievers. Certainly that's always a fear going in, that you're going to wipe out your bullpen for a couple of days. Here's the 1-0. Just outside, 2-0. Slocum trying to work this thing to the end here, and maybe he can't save the bullpen for another day.
Pretty close pitch right there. The fans hitting on the home plate umpire a little bit. And Diaz thought it was a strike.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. Down low, 3-0. Slocum walked Rogers with 2 away. Now he's behind 3-0 on Clark. The right-hander sets. Here's his 3-0 pitch. And he missed inside with it. He lost him on 4 straight. Back-to-back walks that put a couple of men on base.
Slocum only walks 1 batter in 11 1/3 innings coming into this inning right here. A couple of those pitches pretty close, but he didn't get the call, and all of a sudden now tying run is in the on-deck circle.
Bison's Baseball brought to you in part by Interjex. If you're tired of losing sleep because you don't know why your company is or not successful, let Interjex turn those hunches and hopes into facts and actions that will transform your company into a high-performance organization. Stop losing sleep. Call Interjex at 829-1000 or stop by online at interjex.com. Here's Alejandro Frade, and he takes a pitch inside for ball 1.
Breaking ball, didn't have any bite on it. That one just kind of slid off his hand a little bit. Long inside on Frade.
1-0 the count. Here's Slocum's pitch. Swing and a miss. And leaving it up at 1-1.
Well, tardy there was Frade.
Slocum last worked Friday night at Scranton Wilkes-Barre. 2 scoreless innings with a couple of strikeouts. That was his first appearance since being returned from the major leagues. Here's the 1-1. Fastball on the outside corner at the knees. Strike 2 called. So it's 1-2 on Alejandro Frade. He's 0 for 2 in this one. He's popped to first and fly to right. Slocum's ready. Here comes his 1-2. Breaking ball ripped toward third. Merlone fields. He'll go the short way to second in time for the force, and that retires the side. No runs, 2 walks, 2 men left. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It is 4-0 Buffalo on the Bison's radio network.
Hi, this is Jeremy Guthrie of the Buffalo Bisons. There's great news for smokers who want to quit but are having trouble doing it on their own. The New York State Smokers Quit Line is offering a free 2-week supply of nicotine patches to smokers who want to quit. The patch works by easing the stress of nicotine withdrawal and doubles the smoker's chances of quitting. Just call 1-866-NY-QUITS. to see if you're eligible to receive a free 2-week supply of nicotine patches. That's 1-866-NY-QUIDS. That's 1-866-697-8487.
Come on, there's nothing to it. You know that you can do it. Hit the ground running at Alfred State. Come on and find your dreams. You know in life it seems good things can happen when you put your mind and heart into it. Hit the ground running. Hit the ground running at Alfred State.
It's a fast-paced world out there, but with an Alfred State College education, you'll hit the ground running. Check it out. 78 2- and 4-year degrees, free tutoring, an honors program, and intercollegiate sports. Everything you would expect from a residential campus. Find out what it means to be an intentional learner and how Alfred State College can help you hit the ground running. Apply now to Alfred State. Call 1-800-4-ALFRED or visit alfredstate.edu for more information.
Hit the ground running at Alfred State.
New pitcher on for Ottawa as we head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. It's the slender right-hander Winston Abreu at 6'2", only 170 pounds, 28 years of age, out of the Dominican Republic. Split time last year between the Diamondbacks AAA club in Tucson, Arizona, and the Mexican League. Abreu this season is 1-1 after 11 appearances, an ERA of 2.04. He's allowed 15 hits, walked 8, and struck out 25 over 17 and 2/3 innings. He'll go to work on Jose Flores for the Bisons, who lead 4-0 heading to the home half of the 6th. And again, this is a 7-inning contest, so the Bisons are trying to put the finishing touches on this one and make it a doubleheader sweep. Oh, and that is just what the doctor ordered for a club that had been struggling coming in, but they played good baseball today. Flores is 0 for 2, did reach on an error his first time up, and here's the pitch to him. It's foul back into the screen for strike 1.
Abreu, one of those guys that can rack up some strikeouts throughout his minor league career in 679 innings, has 801 strikeouts. Well over strikeout per inning pitch.
Here comes the 0-1. Up high, 1-1.
Got that high leg kick, and he throws the glove at you, gives you that herky-jerky motion. It's got to be tough to pick the baseball up.
There's a lot going on when the hitter looks out there. Here comes the 1-1. That drops in there for a strike, and the count's now 1-2. This half inning, we'll present our Legacy Healthcare Injury Report, brought to you by Legacy Healthcare. For stroke or orthopedic therapy, choose to recover faster at Legacy Healthcare. Time is called just as Abreu was into his motion. Flores was granted time. Bison's roster looking pretty good in terms of injuries. Nobody missing time due to any injury problems. Some moves in the big leagues, though, because of injuries. Here comes the 2-1. That misses outside, and it's 3-1. The Mets have lost Victor Zambrano, one of their starting pitchers, to the 60-day disabled list as he left yesterday's game against the Braves. He's on the DL now for 60 days at least with a right elbow problem. The 3-1. That's up high, and I guess the count wasn't 3-1, so we'll try and figure it out. Flores is still at the plate. 3-2 the count now on Jose Flores.
Paulie line score? The best in the business?
Doubleheader, dude. That's a long day. That's his first mess up.
You got to give the guy a little.
3-2. Up and in for ball 4. Can't get on Paulie.
No, you got to give him a little slack. Doubleheader. Sunday afternoon.
If this is his first slip up and we're in the 6th inning of game 2, that's not bad. Milton Bradley, a former Bison, has gone on the DL, a sprained right knee, so he's out of action for Oakland. And Joe Randa has gone on the disabled list with the Pirates, a right foot bone contusion. Has him laid up for at least 15 days. So some well-known names on the DL in the big leagues on our Legacy Healthcare Injury Report. Here's Einar Diaz, Bison's catcher. The pitch to him. Fastball in there, strike 1. Diaz is 0 for 2. Ended the first, grounding into a fielder's choice, and then he bounced to short in the fourth. Bison's up 4-0, bottom of the 6th inning. Here's Abreu's 0-1. Swung on, grounded out to the second baseman. Garabito flips to the bag for one. Rogers to first. Not in time. Diaz stays out of the double play with a pretty good run down the line.
A good hustle by Einar. Ball not hit all that well. It hit off the end of his bat a little bit. Garabito with a good throw. The shortstop Rogers cutting across the bag at second base. He got rid of it in a hurry, but Einar just legged it out at first. Bison stay out of the double play.
Here's Ivan Ochoa. Ochoa has been hit by a pitch and reached on a bunt base hit, and each time he's been on base, he has later stolen a base. Here's Abreu's pitch. Ochoa takes it low and in. And with Ochoa at the plate, we did receive an email today from Steve in Buffalo, who wanted to know why Joe Inglet was sent to Double-A Akron, and we've covered that quite a bit since he was sent down last week. Here's the 1-0. There's a strike. Counts 1-1, but maybe Steve missed it, so I'll tell him again that the idea was for Joe Inglet to play shortstop every day at Akron. He's tearing the cover off the ball, and certainly hitting was not an issue here either. But the idea was to let him play shortstop every day. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. The count moves to 1-2. And he'll still be a utility player, but you want to have that good foundation of solid defense at shortstop, and then you can work your way into the other positions that he already plays well. So this is going to increase his value, and when he comes back to Buffalo, he'll be all set to go. Here's the 1-2. That's down low, 2-2. In the meantime, Ochoa has come up from Double-A, and over the past couple of games, he's had more of a chance to play, starting 3 of the last 4 games for the Bison. And we've seen him be an offensive threat today. The 2-2. That's outside. It gets away from the catcher Marsters, and moving up 90 feet to second base is Einar Diaz on the wild pitch.
I don't know what happened there. The pitch was a little bit outside, but bounced off Marsters' glove. But that's a ball he's got to handle, I would think. And it will be scored a pass ball. As I think, I don't know if they were on the same page there, but that's a ball that's got to be handled, and Bisons have Diaz now in scoring position.
It's 3-2 on Ochoa. Abreu working from the stretch, checks the runner. Here comes his payoff pitch. Swung on and popped up foul off toward the third base side. One trickles back down the net. Outfield plays Ochoa to hit to the opposite field, as Abreu can throw hard. Ochoa, a switch hitter, in from the left side. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swung on, and there's a high drive out toward right, deep. Going back, Reed at the track. He makes the catch just in front of the warning track. Tagging, heading for third is Diaz, as Ochoa bid for a home run and just missed.
Well, that might be Ochoa's best bolt right there. As I think he got all that one, Rosie. Just couldn't quite get it out of here. Hit the ball right to the base of the wall out there and hauled in by Keith Reed, who fires it back in, but Diaz tagging up and going to third easily.
Ochoa hit 2 home runs last year, and in his pro career that dates back to 2000, he has 3 total. But he gave that one a pretty good ride. He is denied, though, and with 2 away, Diaz at third. Here's Franklin Gutierrez. He takes a breaking pitch on the outside corner. Four nothing, Buffalo in front, bottom of the 6th inning. With the game potentially nearing its conclusion next inning, we see the kids lining up out in that right center field area to run the bases after the game as Gutierrez fouls one back. And that's a staple of Sunday games here on the Family Fun Sunday. Want to plan ahead for later on this season. Come on down, bring the kids on a Sunday afternoon, and they'll get to run the bases here at Dunn Tire Park after the game. 0-2 the count on Gutierrez. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and there's a high fly ball to left center. Snead is tracking it. Fairly deep left center. He makes the catch to retire Gutierrez and the Bisons. No runs. There was a walk and a man left stranded. And after 6, it's 4-0 Buffalo on the Bisons Radio Network.
When it comes to buying or selling your home, Century 21 of Western New York has a game plan for your success. Our Century 21 professionals pledge to make your real estate transaction a winning experience. Century 21 is also giving you the chance to participate in our local home run contest for the Buffalo Bisons at the Friday, June 23rd game. The lucky winner will receive 2 tickets to the Century 21 Home Run Derby in Pittsburgh on July 10th. Log on to www.century21ofwny.com and register to win today. It's a grand slam. Each office is independently owned and operated.
Having a safe place to sleep is a universal need. Having a safe way to sleep should be just as important. When used as directed, Tylenol PM is a safe, non-habit-forming way to relieve pain with sleeplessness. In fact, no other OTC pain reliever is safer than Tylenol. Stop. Think. Tylenol PM. Take only as directed.
If you haven't read John Sanford, you don't know the meaning of suspense. John Sanford, the #1 New York Times best-selling author of Broken Prey, ratchets up the tension, raves the Minneapolis Star-Tribune, with enough pulse-pounding excitement to keep you up way past bedtime. The AP calls Lucas Davenport one of the most attractive cops on the crime fiction beat today. Face your fears. Read Broken Prey by John Sanford, now a Berkeley paperback. And don't miss Dead Watch, coming soon in hardcover from Putnam.
We head to the top half of the 7th inning. Bison's trying to close this one out, leading 4-0. Brian Slocum on to do it as he came on last inning in relief of Yang Nam Choi. And if they can win it, it would be Choi's first victory in the States as a 35-year-old coming over from Korea, signed by the Indians in the offseason. He was 0-1 heading into play today after 10 relief outings, but he went 5, and his team got him some runs as he threw shutout baseball. And now Slocum will try and finish it for the Bisons. He will go to work on Fernando Tatis, Eddie Garabito, and Keith Reed here in the 7th and final inning. The right-hander Slocum's into the line. Here's his pitch to Tatis. It's outside for ball 1. Tatis is 0 for 2. He has bounced to second and flied to center. Slocum's into the line. Here's his 1-0. Change up. It's in there for a strike. Counts now 1-1.
Rosie, we have potentially a great pitcher's duel for tomorrow evening with Jeremy Sowers for the Bisons at 3-1 with a 1.47 ERA against Hayden Penn.
The 1-1. Down low.
Young right-hander who's 1-0 in his 2 starts in AAA, but how about this? 12 innings, has given up just 4 hits. He has 11 strikeouts. Opponents hitting just 105 against him, so it could be a great one tomorrow.
The 2-1 is swung on and missed. 2-2. 2 of the top pitching prospects in both organizations. That will be a dandy tomorrow night. 7:05 first pitch. Right here at Dunn Tire Park. Last game of the homestand. Here's the 2-2. Called strike 3. Slocum caught the outside corner. Tatis will head back to the dugout.
Yeah, good pitch right there. I don't know what Tatis was thinking right there, but that was a fastball right into the glove of Diaz. He didn't have to move it at all. It was a good pitch. Man, can't take that pitch.
So here's Eddie Garabito. Garabito is 0 for 2. Only 3 hits for Ottawa in this second game. Here's the pitch. It's outside for ball 1. It's only the second strikeout by Bison's pitching here in the nightcap. The 1-0 is swung on, lined out toward left center. Francisco's there, and he makes the catch of a liner that was tailing away from him. Just like that, 2 down, and the Bisons are 1 out away from a doubleheader sweep.
And, you know, the Bisons took advantage of their hits. They didn't have a lot of hits in the first game, but they took advantage of a lot of walks. And, you know, they swung the bat pretty good here in game 2. 4 runs on 7 hits, a couple of home runs, and just missing another one. But The key, Rosie, is they're playing airless baseball in this doubleheader, and it all starts with that solid defense behind pitchers that are throwing strikes, and thus far today they're doing a pretty good job of that.
Up steps Keith Reed. He takes a Slocum pitch on the inside corner for strike one. 4-0 Buffalo. Ottawa's down to its final out here in the 7th inning. Slocum into the line, the 0-1. Bounced up there, 1-1. Now Slocum peers in. He's ready to work. Here comes the 1-1. That misses inside, 2-1. In the first game, the Bisons made it through with 2 pitchers. Rob Bell picked up the win with 6 strong innings at the start. And Ben Howard came on for his 6th save by pitching the 7th. Here's the 2-1. There's a strike on the inside corner, and the count evens at 2-2 on Keith Reed, and now Ottawa's down to its final strike. Reed stepped away from that right side batter's box. Now he's back in. Slocum's ready to work. Here comes his 2-2. Fastball just outside, maybe a little high. The count runs full, 3-2.
Wow, that is a tough pitch to take with 2 strikes right there, but Reed stays off of it.
Slocum back with a payoff pitch. Swung on, lined right side, base hit into right field. Cooper tracks it down. He'll fire to second, holding Reed to a long single. But his 2-out base hit here in the 7th inning keeps the game alive for Ottawa.
Well, just a low fastball right there, and it's on the inside portion of the plate. Keith Reed inside outing that pitch into right field for a base hit. Solid line drive.
Now up steps Brandon Marsters, the catcher. He has walked and bounced to third in 2 trips. 4-0 Bisons, 2 outs, top of the 7th and final inning. They play behind Reed at first base. Here's the pitch to Marsters. Swung on, fouled back into the upper deck. And back down below it goes. 0-1 the count on Marsters.
K-Man feeling a little frisky today, Rosie. He had ideas about making a play on that ball. He was up out of his seat over there. It looked like he was going to try and make a play, ranging to his left, but one came in a little hot. Got off that concrete and back down in a hurry.
Here's the 0-1. Up and in, and that hit him. And it sounded like it caught him on the helmet.
I think it hit him in the shoulder first, then maybe glanced off the helmet.
And it wasn't a dead-on blow, so Marsters to his feet very quickly, and he'll head over to first base.
You know what happened, Rosie? It glanced off his shoulder, and it hit the umpire in the helmet.
Aha. All right. Thought I heard something on that crowd, Mike.
Yeah, definitely. You could hear the plastic. Now all of a sudden, a couple men aboard with 2 outs, and Josh McCurdy up. He is not the tying run yet, but he has over the fence power, and the Bisons get a left-hander up and throwing out in the bullpen.
That's Felix Heredia as Greg Hibbert heads out to the mound to have a chat with Slocum. McCurdy has bounced into a double play and grounded to third in his 2 trips, but as Duke mentioned, with 2 home runs in his first 2 games here, he certainly is a threat to go deep.
He's a big guy at 6'6" and 220 pounds, and when he gets those arms extended, he hit the ball a long way.
He started his year with Single-A Frederick in the Carolina League, but made the 2-step jump and has had a good weekend here for Ottawa. The pitch swung on, ground ball to third. Merlone backhand pickup, goes to second in time for the force, and the Bisons have completed a doubleheader sweep as they win the nightcap by a final score of 4-0.
Yeah, the Bisons put it together, Rosie. They got the good pitching today along with the solid defense and some timely hitting. And this is just what the doctor ordered for the Herd, who had lost 3 in a row and 7 out of 8. And it's going to leave a good feeling and a good taste in their mouth for tomorrow. As we said, this could be a great pitcher's duel tomorrow night. And the Bisons looking to win 3 out of 4 in this series.
Well, in the 7th inning, no runs, a base hit, a hit batsman, 2 left. Stay with us. Bison's wrap-up comes your way shortly, right here on the Bison's Radio Network.
There's something great about now. Act now. Get it now. Live in the now. But on the other hand, later can also be good. See you later. Something to look forward to, you know? Well, that's the beauty of M&T Choice Equity. You can lock in now or lock in later. Let me explain. With an M&T Choice Equity account from M&T Bank, you'll not only get a line of credit for whatever life throws your way, you'll also have the ability to lock in a fixed-rate loan whenever you want, now or later. How's that for security against rising interest rates? Best of all, there's no reapplying and only one monthly payment. So let's review. Now, good. Later, pretty good too. It's nice having a choice, isn't it? Why not open your M&T Choice Equity account now? That's right, now.
Apply for your M&T Choice Equity account at any M&T Bank branch or mntbank.com. M&T Bank, understanding what's important. All offers subject to credit approval. Some terms and restrictions apply. Equal housing lender.
If you're sick of wearing glasses and contacts, find out more about the LASIK eye procedure from the Fichte and Eye Associates at Amherst. LASIK is now more affordable than ever. Plus, the Fichte and Eye Associates offer 12 months to pay interest-free. Call 1-800-309-2020 and reserve your seats for our next open house. And you can see for yourself why LASIK is right for you.
Fichte and Eye Associates focus on you. Come on, there's nothing to it. You know that you can do it. Hit the ground running at Alfred State. Come on and find your dreams. You know in life it seems good things can happen when you put your mind and heart into it. Hit the ground running. Hit the ground running at Alfred State.
It's a fast-paced world out there, but with an Alfred State College education, you'll hit the ground running. Check it out. 78 2- and 4-year degrees, free tutoring, an honors program, and intercollegiate sports. Everything you would expect from a residential campus. Find out what it means to be an intentional learner and how Alfred State College can help you hit the ground running. Apply now to Alfred State. Call 1-800-4-ALFRED or visit alfredstate.edu for more information.
At Alfred State.
A leather-bound spear hurls through space at nearly 90 miles an hour. As it spins, the 216 red stitches create friction, causing its path to drop and bend until it makes impact, but a catcher's miss. It takes experience to engineer the perfect curveball. At GMC, we've engineered the perfect truck. The Sierra 1500 Vortec Max engine. It's got the best towing capacity of any half-ton and 380 pound-feet of torque. GMC, professional grade. Excludes other GM vehicles.
This is Bison's Wrap-Up, presented by the Hyatt Regency Buffalo.
Called strike 3. There's your ball game. And the Bisons win it. Swung on, lined out toward left field. Coming on Sadler. He can't make the play. It falls in front of him. Sarko scores, and the Bisons win it. Here comes the relay through. It'll be close. The slide, the tag, and he's out.
Stay tuned for a look back at today's game with interviews, highlights, and out-of-town scores.
Welcome back to Dunn Tire Park in downtown Buffalo. Jim Rosenhaus along with you on this Sunday afternoon following a doubleheader sweep for the Buffalo Bisons over the Ottawa Lynx as the Herd wins Game 1 6-4.